Some big paydays over at Apple. A new filing with the SEC revealing that Angela Ahrendts, the former VP of retail, or the former Burberry CEO, took home a whopping $73.4 million in cash and stock last year. Tim Cook just over $9 million, although over $100 million worth of stock vested in 14. Why is she being paid so much?
Well, the company's doing well, and a lot of it is in stock. A lot of these numbers are stock numbers. The shares of Apple, they've done rather well. They did very well with the iPhone 6, and so she got into the company at the right time. I mean, it is an enormous amount of money when you look at it, and she has just started working on the stores. I mean, you haven't really seen her. I don't know if you've noticed, she hasn't been out in the public very much. And so she's charged with sort of really reinvigorating stores that were already so innovative, but then seem to have lost their way a little bit. So the question is, maybe they're paying it forward that she's going to be worth it once she increases sales or whatever. But it's a lot of money. It's all these pay packages to me are just astonishing.
Carl, part of what I think is interesting in this pay package, half of the money is simply to make up for the stock and incentives that she gave up leaving as CEO of Burberry, more than 36 million of that. Plus, you've got a signing bonus amount that comes on. And all of this pays out over years. It's not like she got all of this in 2014 and she's just diving into mountains of yeah, it's a lot of money. But if you're going to lure a CEO away from a name brand company to come work for you, you got to pay, right?
Yeah, except that it's very controversial, actually. Some executives, and there's several who don't want to do this. I've talked to Ben Silverman of Pinterest, for example, about this. When he was looking at people wanted him to pay out their packages at bigger companies. And he didn't want to do that because he felt like you're either with the company or not. And so there's all kinds of really interesting, ideas of whether these people should be paid out of these enormous pay packages to get to new companies. Apple's a different story. It's a giant company with all kinds of cash, and it could spend, whatever it wants to pay for someone. And obviously she was a CEO. She had a big pay package. I'm not sure if it's a gigantic risk or jump to go to Apple because, look, it's an enormous and fantastic company. And so the question is, how much do you pay people to work for you? These prices go up and up. It's like real estate in San Francisco. You just, you end up paying it. And we'll see if it goes well and the stores do better, or if you have an Enrique de Castro situation, which he did pay out his package there, and it didn't work. And boy, didn't it work.